button. Place bet and take part in the jackpot draw. Feel like a winner with 1xBet. Use promo code to get on your first deposit. TRS Promotions, in collaboration with Ratau Lagos State Council and Lagos State Sports Commission, present
Alami, the latest champion. This is not competition. You don't turn you to a millionaire. I see. What you are. Wow. Sorry. Competition made in Bologna. In November 1. Check out in December. They say, to register. That's the spirit. You too can be a millionaire at the first international Lagos State draft competition. The registration is on now. You too can be a millionaire. Go and register now. Anything for the boys? Hey, I'm supposed to give you something, but I don't get cast.
To purchase your ticket, go to www.windraftgame.com or directly from all local government areas in Lagos State, Area Ticket, and many other ticket agencies. TRS.
Tap on the news. President Tinubu attends United Nations General Assembly in New York. Labour Minister meets with late weather guidelines. Good evening and thank you for joining us. Now the news in detail. President Bola Tinubu is set for his first participation in the United Nations General Assembly, which commences today. State House correspondent Musbaudan Wahab reports that the president arrived in New York Sunday evening for the global event.
President Bola Tinubu is here to open yet another page in his book of first. The significance is not only in joining the largest annual gathering of world leaders and high-ranking diplomats, but coming at the first full-scale physical gathering since COVID-19 disruption. Coming with a leaner but formidable team, the president is scheduled to address the General Assembly on Tuesday, same day with U.S. President Joe Biden to restate Nigeria's position on the global commitments.
His Excellency President Bola Ahmed Tinubu is someone who is absolutely determined to ensure that he gets the best out of why his economic development diplomatic drive is going full steam ahead here in New York during the United Nations General Assembly.
Apart from bilateral and multilateral meetings, President Tinubu is equally expected to meet with some counterparts.
What is going to be at the forefront of the president's thinking is how he can persuade his counterparts to rally their business communities to come to Nigeria with their funds, establish facilities and industries that will massively employ our people and expand our tax revenue base in the country. And then on the other hand, the president is not just content with attracting foreign direct investment to Nigeria. He's also focused on ensuring that a win-win partnership is created with these various countries and companies in such a way that Nigerian MSMEs, that Nigerian large-scale industries, that Nigerian companies can go into these international and foreign markets, have an equal share, a fair share.
2030, the target for the actualization of the 17 Sustainable Development Goals is getting closer, but as against the dream, many countries are being left behind. That's a concern for the world governing body.
We really do need a fresh recommitment from all leaders to deliver on the 2015 promise. We need a clear way because we do see the major barrier as the means of implementation, financing this agenda, be it the domestic resources that are needed that are under strain with many countries without much fiscal space.
Also, on the agenda for the United Nations Secretary General, Antonio Guterres is another trier at a solution to the Russia-Ukraine war.
I will be receiving President Zelensky, I will be receiving President Erdogan, I will be receiving Minister Lavrov, and obviously this question will be on the table of our discussions. So I'm not going to say whether I am optimistic or pessimistic. The only thing you can be sure is that I remain determined.
While the world searches for common solutions to the global challenges, it's another opportunity for Nigeria to get the best of the platform in support of the development of policies and programs the current administration so desires. From New York, Musbal and Wahab, NT News.
Meanwhile, the Minister of Labour and Employment, Simon Lalong, has expressed federal government's commitment to addressing the recent labour crisis and economic challenges besetting the country. This was during his opening remark in a closed-door meeting with leadership of the Nigeria Labour Congress in a bid to avert an impending nationwide strike threatened by the organized labour to commence not later than this month. The minister acknowledged that the country in recent months has witnessed beating challenges marked by industrial actions and unrest that have adversely affected the economy. He notes that a nationwide industrial action will only worsen the hardship on Nigerians, believing constructive dialogue and working hand in hand with government to find lasting solutions that benefit all Nigerians is the only way forward. And back home, the controller of Customs Service Tinkan Port Command, Dera Nandi, says unwholesome importation will no longer be tolerated. He stated this while taking over leadership of the command. Wabufo Woye has details.
The controller, Dera Nadi, said, although the year 2023 remains barely 3 months, the command will work harder to meet up with its revenue targets.
As customs, we have our personal responsibilities that we owe Nigeria. But you as businessmen also owe yourselves, your customers, your clients, a responsibility. And most importantly, your family. It is my hope and expectation that as we join forces, we should be able to accommodate each other's needs.
Dera Nadi condemned the attitude of some people who import illicit drugs, which contribute to the insecurity of the country, adding that his command will not relent to the fight against the importation of unapproved drugs.
I'm aware that many Nigerians are saying why, but it is also a call for all of us to improve. It's also an indication that whereas we have over 6 ports, including the latest one built as Lekki Freeport, some Nigerians still prefer to clear their cargo from the port of Benin Republic. It is a collective indictment on all of us, and this is an opportunity for us to change that narrative.
The controller solicited the cooperation of shipping companies, terminal operators, and other stakeholders to achieve the command's objectives. In Lagos, Wabufongoye, NTA News.
Water transportation offers huge opportunities for greener and sustainable means of mobility while equally contributing to socio-economic development. But in certain belt users, although the challenges are enormous, but stakeholders are recommending investment in infrastructure that must be complemented with robust safety mechanisms. Michael Olaleye has details.
With about 8,573 kilometers of inland waterways linking 28 states, Nigeria is endowed with the right resources to drive in this crucial alternative means of mobility. The irony here is that the preference for water transportation seems very low, even in a coastal community like Lagos. I met with Olumuyiwa Ogunsomi, a legal practitioner, who would rather stick to the time-consuming buses from Ikorodu to the Lagos Island than try the waterways, which would take just 25 minutes to get to same destination.
You can hardly see 1 year rolling by that you will not hear the incident of these small boats capsize, so many people die, particularly from Ikorodu axis.
From Kwara to Niger, Adamawa to crossover states, hundreds of lives have been lost to boat accidents in just 3 months. What then are the challenges?
The
the boats, the passenger boats, they are not of international standard.
The boats that are available, they are overloaded. That is why you are seeing boats capsizing. Because government will tell them only so and so amount of people you must carry. But because of their personal greed and corruption, they will overload.
Although concerned agencies are prioritizing reconstruction of jetties, procurement of new hose and distribution of safety jackets, residents say such provision should be extended to areas where water transportation is the only option to connecting with the rest of the world. Regulatory agencies say safety should be given due attention.
We ensure that people that are boarding the boat are always on their life jackets. That if anything happens, you will remain afloat before rescue team will come for rescue.
You must have a safety policy in place, and then beyond that safety policy, you then have to have that safety system, which will include personnel, which will include infrastructure, which will include use of technology as well. And then, of course, thirdly, will now be the enforcement.
Since life is sacred, key players say if regulatory agencies intensify actions aimed at changing the trend, then will the country be able to amass the wealth inherent in water transportation? In Lagos, Michael Olaleye, NT News.
And you're still watching the news at 7 on NT Lagos Channel 10. More to come after this time out. To join us again.
RS Promotions in collaboration with Rataun Lagos State Council and Lagos State Sports Commission present.
Okay, who can we go? You did this now? You loser. I bet play the middle way and they shake like that. People say they just enter the go. This is the Lagos State wide champion in draft of all categories. That is him. I beg, just give me 10 minutes. I go beat him. Do you know that this thing that you are playing for pleasure can make you a millionaire? How? The first international Lagos State draft competition is coming up. Yeah.
The first prize is 3 million naira. The second prize 2 million naira, and the third prize is 1 million naira. To purchase your ticket, go to www.windraftgame.com or directly from all local government areas in Lagos State, Area Ticket, and many other ticket agencies. TRS, join the fun.
Welcome back. Moving on, the Nigerian Meteorological Agency, NIMET, has advised pilots and airline operators to adhere strictly to weather guidelines being provided by the agency. Marine and seafarers are advised to be watchful of the weather. Details with Musa Aliyu.
Boat mishaps is becoming a major concern in the country. Preliminary investigation revealed that the accidents were not attributed to weather conditions. However, NIMET said understanding the vagaries of the weather is paramount. The emphasis was more on air transportation, especially now that the country is expected to experience thunderstorms in the next coming days. The director said the federal government has invested heavily in the installation of modern equipment for weather monitoring and observation across the country, but says vandalism remains a major challenge.
There were locations that after doing upgrade today, after the following morning, everything is gone. And something in the bush that you do, nobody knows. The only thing that people will know is if there is problem as a result of that. So
pilots and passengers are therefore advised to always monitor the weather before embarking on a journey. Musa Aliyu, NTA News.
And on the entertainment scene, Malian music suffers setback as U.S. show promoter cancels Zinoliski's tour over Mohbad's death. For this and more in the world of entertainment, let's join Eunice Iwato.
United States show promoter Fatia Entertainment Showbiz has cancelled the upcoming tour of Malian music signee Zinoliski. This comes as a result of the death of Nigerian singer Mohbad and the accusation that his former record label boss Naira Marley and his associate Sam Larry were involved in the dealings. The show promoter in a statement on Instagram said Zinoliski's tour was cancelled due to unforeseen circumstances and a new date will be communicated as events unfold. Moving on, Adesuwa Etomi Wellington, famous Nollywood actress, said her marriage with Nigerian singer and politician Olubankole Wellington, aka Banky W, is beyond romance and everything that makes a marriage. The despot spoke during Sunday service at the Waterbrooks Church, Lagos. Adesua revealed she friend-zoned her husband for a year and a half before accepting his marriage proposal. Giving reasons for her decision, Movie Star said she had not heard from God at that time concerning the relationship. She added that the foundation of friendship they laid played a significant role in the current state of their marriage. And that's all on entertainment news. I am Yunus Aneto.
And in sports, about 23 Paralympic players, table tennis players, have resumed in camp at the National Stadium in Lagos in preparations for the Paralympic Games qualifiers scheduled to hold in Egypt. Kende Lamidi reports that the Continental Championship will be an opportunity for the Paralympics Committee of Nigeria (PCN) to seek more tickets for the 2024 Paralympics in Paris.
At the time Nta Sport visited the table tennis hall of the National Stadium, Lagos, the venue of the camp, the players drawn from within and outside Lagos are settled down fully engaged in some physical exercises and thereafter advanced to the board to perfect strategies for the further preparation for the qualifiers. The players under the tutelage of 5 national coaches were full of determination and zeal to do the nation proud at the forthcoming 2023 African Table Tennis Championship, a qualification tournament for Paralympic Games and Commonwealth, holding between September 20 and 23 in Cairo, Egypt. Nigeria is expected to compete with the host country, Egypt, South Africa, Algeria, Lesotho, and 5 others in single-class men and women, mixed doubles, doubles men and women, setting and standing men and women, class 1 to 5 setting, and class 6 to 10 standing. Issa Ogunkole will be making his second appearance in the Paralympics. A 2-time Commonwealth Games medalist, Faith Obazoaye and Ife Chukwudi Ipeli, topped the list of the Nigerian contingent to the tournament.
I've trained as an individual and we have come together as a national team for this very qualifying. I believe this group of training will enhance our performance.
I'm fully prepared for the Africa Championship in Cairo in Egypt. By God's grace, nothing less than gold medal. I will make my country proud in Egypt. They will make me second-time Paralympian.
So I'm promising Nigeria to go to Egypt and come back with the gold medal. Sure, I've already qualified by the special grace of God. Yeah.
And national team coach Femi Oki, who appreciated stakeholders and the Ministry of Sport Development for their contributions toward the preparation and participation of the team, told Nta Sports that the players are in high spirit, well motivated and confident in their ability to make the nation proud in Cairo, Egypt.
Preparation has been so wonderful. Even before we came, everything has been set. I want to use this opportunity to assure Nigeria that this coming African region qualifier for the Olympic France 2024 will be wonderful, and we have so many people that will qualify here from para-table tennis.
The president of the Nigerian Paralympic Committee, Sunday Odebori, said that Nigeria will be aiming for more slots at the Paralympic Games and ensure that the Nigerian team will slug it out well with Egypt, the leading country in Africa in para-table tennis. 25 players, 5 coaches, and 1 helper are expected to depart Nigeria for Cairo on September 19, while Francis Chukwuemeka will be joining the team in Egypt. In Lagos, it's with Kende Lamidi reporting for Nta Sports.
And that concludes the English version of the news at 7 on NTA Lagos Channel 10. Jesuton Moses is standing by for the news translation in Ogo. I am Esther Obumaka. Good evening.
Me kudo jai, me kudo do be kwabo to nji son NTA Jesuton Moses lenino. O to boga bola Tinubu to gbe wo de ko kan to pa he to gbonu kan to le leto ai hon to ai sisi olukan to gbole to leto ai hon to ayiwa bejeji to gbe to yowo to US to me ene to gbolo me don emi to New York. Na so me to most about that wa petito nu wa lote hengo do o toboga bala Tinubu we ko jere do o togbo yobo to community America to me to New York na do mo do e bai o me no po he togbo nu kotole to ai synergy e we je ji to egbe osogbon we do hia do e ko jere do o yobo to America to me to de to ho do e do ai sisi na wo yo de o toboga lo so ko wurawo na do mo do idoho kado nu heyo ni no mahida gwala na otobo Nigeria ton ero eyo mere ko yo mahito mo ko to wa to ni wa to leme na do dike mo do onuko yi pra otobo Nigeria ton eyo to ya ro na so do ga to o ni wa to me to bulo me na do mo do ale dagbe we ton so ai si no me ton na do dike otobo Nigeria ton so mo te heyo do ai ho to le si o to sese o àìsí lọ wọn lè dé òtò yìí ló tì bẹ́ẹ̀ náà hẹn dàgbé wọn náà tó gbó Nàìjíríà tán tó gbódò mẹ. òtòbí tó wà tọ èyí ò ìrọ̀pẹ̀lú kún ohun àzọ́sílẹ̀ sí ìhógòtò tó gbó Nàìjíríà tọ mẹ ilẹ̀ Simon Lalong wọ ẹkú yóò dé kó dọ́tò dínà tó gbó họ́lù tí dóun ló mọ̀ tó ra mẹ́ òun èyí òun àwọn òtòmọ̀ lẹ́ẹ̀kan bùkúsọ́wọ́ àwùjọ dínà tó mọ̀ náà ego alo na otome le to bo Nigeria ton to kado we kado dijo we o ajo to bolo me to a officer he wana otome le e to yaro nu gbo do a ho lo so ni o de ma ko be ko o to bo Nigeria ton le ba ji o holo we to do nu ji to ro to pri ba to po he o me yin aso si be to bo Nigeria ton sinu kan to le me yo di NLC o àìsàn náà wà yìí tó àbògọ wọ́n yóò dé èyí tó yàtọ̀ èyí tó dèwé tó pọ̀ látó mọ̀ra họ́lùfẹ́ àzọ́sílẹ̀ tó dé èyí tó dídọ̀ yìí lájú àzọ́dó máa pọ̀ gòdò bẹ́sẹ̀ òsùn ẹ̀sìn fífọ́ ẹnìwọ̀n tó wẹ̀ tó yàtọ̀ ó tọ̀mọ̀ ẹ̀ yìí dọ̀ èyí sùn dandan látó mọ̀ dọ̀ yìí lọ́pọ̀ tó dèwé pẹ̀lú ẹ̀ àzọ́dódó tó ní màgá ẹ̀ àgbèdè wa náà tó gbé Nàìjíríà tọ̀ làlọ́ tó ó tọ̀mọ̀ tó yà tó gbó Nàìjíríà tọ̀ nùgbó wọ́n yóò dé èyí tó nù àwọn pẹ̀dé lẹ́mọ̀ edo adorigbo tomelule do holu to ipojiwa na do de ke omodo aso sile do vivi o karugo holu etin to gbeji to tin to gbo Nigeria to me o me yin nu kan to yoyo na o to agba bi o to gbo me si o gbono le mi o custom to etin to agba direte to tin kanton wọ́n yóò dé yẹ́kọ̀ zero mẹ́yọ́ tó tẹ̀mẹ̀ ẹnẹ bẹ́ẹ̀rà náà yóò dé ẹ̀kọ́ sọ́dọ̀ tó ti lọ ẹ̀mí kò wúyàwó látòdì kẹ́ ọmọdọ̀ ò nínú ọmọ ẹ̀yàn wà pẹ́ tó tọ́tún lọ́dọ̀ tó gun àgbà jẹ́rẹ́ tó gbó Nàìjíríà tọ́mẹ wọ́n yóò dé látò àsọ́wà ẹ̀dọ̀ dé gbẹ̀tọ́lẹ̀ tó núyíwà dọ́ àlọ́pàá jagọ́mẹ wọ́n yóò dé ọ̀gá gómìnà tó dín mànákẹ́ àlọ́ yìí tó dé ní kò bẹ́ẹ̀kì àsọ́jí títẹ̀ to tọ́tún tí kan tán ètòrí á dọ̀ nù pé àfọ̀dédé òmùmẹ́ ètòrí dìkẹ́ bọ̀ màsìn náà kíkọ́ dó tó gbó Nàìjíríà tán go wọ́n yóò nù dé èmi wà lákẹ́ àlọ́ yìí lẹ́sẹ̀ mi tán mọ́ bùfọ́ wọ́n yẹ òhúgọ̀ sọ̀rọ̀ nù mẹ́ náà òpòrò gánà tó yá dọ̀ tó nùfẹ̀lú ètò òhúdọ̀ ẹ̀kọ́ lẹ́sùn náà tó gbé lẹ́ẹ̀dọ̀ òpòrò zọ́fúnná wọ́n yóò dé kó láyé nùdí kú tọ́tọ́ dọ́mọdọ̀ òtògbó Nàìjíríà tọ́sọ àgbàjẹ́rẹ́ tó lọ́mẹ wọ́n yóò dé ìwé wa màtẹ́dọ́ burúdé kàfé wà lọ́pàá ẹ̀ máa jẹ́ ẹ̀dẹ́mẹ́gbà ẹ̀jẹ̀. àzọ́gbáwò ìrọ̀pẹ́ nìkún òun nínú mi àgáhùn tó òtògbó Nàìjíríà tọ́mẹ tó dín rẹ́ kó láàyè ẹ̀mẹ́yẹ àgáhùn dótọ́lẹ̀ àgáhùn kùntọ́ ìrọ̀kùn àgáhùn tìrọ̀pọ̀ àgálẹ́dọ̀ òun lè òdọ̀dá yìí àzọ́kúlẹ́nu dọ̀ jẹnu kan náà yìí mẹ́hìn àgáhùn kùntọ́ rẹ̀ mọ́tò àgáhùn zọ́kúlẹ̀ wà tọ́lẹ̀ pò nímọ̀dọ̀ yìí òdo ìmẹ̀hòròdó ànádẹ́mẹ̀ mọ́kọ̀tọ̀ pẹ̀lú ètò ìyàdọ̀ nínú mi àgáhùn tó dídí ọ̀tọ̀ dín ní òde ìhìn náà tó mọ́ wa dọ̀nà ìhòdó sẹ́ mọ́tò dɔname azɔƒe lɔhime nanet to zize dzegbonu dɔyɛla gbɔ alɔ na yigɔ aga ŋusi òkútɔ to gblɔme na wovi ɖe nígbàjɔ to ɖe ƒe nuhe to aga ŋu srɔ̃ to aga ŋu si o nuwame to togbo Nigeria tɔn blebu eye ha fɔ na lɔtɔ bɛ dza kadze sɔ to kudɔsi oyi kɔme mɛ kudo to di do.